Hi and welcome to my playhouse, and today we're gonna try and see if we can build a spot welder. I have this old, well, it's a booster pump energy station, Bradford something. I was using this and it's perfectly good for starting a car, but it had this air compressor in it over here and the air compressor died. The function of it inside, there is some gearing stuff that is not working. Yeah, right now it is actually turning around, but yeah, it's unreliable. So I got a new one, but it has a really nice good battery inside, plus it's kind of you can move this around and stuff. So I thought, well, let's build a spot welder out of this. Most of the work has been done for us, so there's minimum amount of work that I have to do, because this unit is almost made for it. So I have this project up here, and yeah, I must admit I haven't been touching it without you watching me, so hasn't done anything whatsoever. But that's it's not only because it takes a long time to solder, it's also just because I get tired of soldering. So want to try something new, soldering all these batteries with all of these clips on them. This is of course some other batteries, but it's the same kind of clips, and people always tell me that, well, you will shorten the battery life of those 18650s when you solder the ends of them. You should get a spot welder. Yeah, I should get that. I did actually get a deal with Banggood that they were gonna be sending me one, and they did, and then I moved, and then yeah, I didn't get it. It has been returned, and they are actually sending me a new one, but let's just try and build one too. So spot welding works the way that you have these two, this is just screwdrivers, I'm just trying to show this. You have these two pins, and then you put them onto a piece of metal, and that piece of metal is connected to, well, let's take a battery here. That piece of metal is connected to a battery, and you push that down, and then when you press a button, a very high current will go through these two screwdrivers, and so high a current that where they touch down here, they will melt the metal and also melt the metal on the battery, and then it's spot welded together. So that's what we're going for here. I'm not going to be using good screwdrivers, I'm going to be using something else, but yeah, we need something to control that, so that we can press a button and have that very high current going through. And I bought a thing just for that. So this came in some time ago. I get a lot of suggestions from you guys when you watch this, and this is one of the, well, not exactly this, but someone pointed me to a video where they did something like this. This is a 500 amp 12 volt thing. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take one of these leads, and we're gonna connect one side to the battery and the other side coming out of this lead. That means that when we connect 12 volt to these two, this connection will kick in, and we will have up to 500 amps going out that way. Those 500 amps are coming from this battery in here. Let's just check that. Yeah, it's a bit hard to see, but it's right there, and it has all the screws and all the stuff that we need. So it's gonna be an easy job. I think I want to remove that compressor thing in here. We have absolutely nothing to use that for, and even as I am talking, I am taking off the connections. So yeah, I'll do that and we'll be right back. There, one compressor out of there. Trying to figure out the best way to put this. New plan. I want to straighten this out. Get that underneath it. I hope this one is going to be prettier. I was trying something else with that one. There. It's gonna be perfect. It sits very nicely down there. Maybe to the other side. I don't know. I can hot glue it down there. That would be cool. And it's out of the way. I have to remove this metal bracket. I think maybe. Yeah, I don't want to. Yeah, maybe we'll check that. Okay, I managed to bend these just right so that I can press it down here and it will fit over some plastic thingies. So it will actually sit pretty well there. I just need some hot glue and we're good to go. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take this red cable and I'm cut it so that it will just go down here like so, and the other end will go on there, and yeah, that's about it. It's gonna be an easy fix, I think. Just needs to go there. So we'll cut it something like that. Cutting tool, something big. So that's just gonna go there, so we're just gonna take it there. That was soft. Okay, so we're gonna be mounting one of these clampy thingies. Where did I go? There it goes. One of these, and that's gonna go on there, and that is gonna go in there, and that's gonna be very cool, I'm sure. Need to find something to remove that insulation. So we have a slight problem. This hole is slightly too small, but only slightly, ever so slightly. Okay, it might actually just do it. But I'm just gonna find a drill bit and I'm gonna make it ever so slightly bigger. Okay, that was too small. Also seems that we have copper inside of this. I thought this was just some metal stuff, and then they have actually, it's copper and then it's metal coated or something. I don't know if you can see that. It's copper inside there. So that goes on here. I think I have some red heat shrink. I think we need that. And we might as well get a piece from up here. So we're just gonna cut 2 pieces. There. It's but ugly, but it was cheap. It was actually very cheap. Okay, I might be able to put it on, but it's too tight. Verdammt. I have some transparent something instead, so okay, that is bigger. I tested that before I cut it, so we're gonna put that on. It's also just So let's put this on. I have this new clamp tool that I haven't tested this yet, that Marcus sent me. I guess this is the perfect time to test something like this, to do that. I don't know, it must be the yellow one. That's the only one that is big enough. Yeah, yellow. Okay, we got that. So let's try this. Boom, 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 boom. Let's see, there is a difference in how they want to do that. I think it goes this way. Holy fuck. I don't think that's gonna go anywhere. And I'm gonna heat gun it too. Cool. So that goes right down there. Very nice. I cheated and made this one without you. So yeah, I'm gonna put that in. Just gonna. Oh, why did that have to go down there? Okay, so I need something to activate the solenoid Did I mention this is called a solenoid? I had a lot of trouble searching for this thing because I didn't know what it was called, but it's for a car. I'm not sure what it does in the car, but it does something with needs a lot of amps. So I have a nice little switch here. This has a safety feature. This is actually a totally old video I did where I repaired my circular saw. Actually, this one. I repaired it and then I bought a new one, but I actually bought 2 switches for it. So this is pretty good switch. You need to push the safety button and then you can press it. And yeah, I think we'll try and use this. This is replaceable if it doesn't matter to be doesn't have to be a big switch. It's not gonna run a lot of power. This can run a lot of power. We don't need it to run a lot of power, but I have it and it wasn't very expensive. And I found some wire, something, have no idea, some good wire. Don't know how much we're gonna need. So I have mounted the switch here and there is some good stuff inside this wire that I'm gonna be using for it so that I don't pull it from each other so easily. And I have some of this really nice black electric tape. I have quite a lot of that. Wonder why. Thank you very much, Marcus, for the tape. So let's tape it. Let's tape the hell out of it. Okay, so this box still has the charging possibility. You can connect your charger here. We want to keep that. So we'll just put that out here. And the solenoid, those 2 connections, when you put 12 volts on there, it will kick that solenoid. Ka-ching. Let's just let's try that. We can do that. I have a couple of leads here. We're gonna find 12 volts. Don't need it to be 5 amps. Let's see, sparkly. Not really anything. Okay, but do we hear it? Yes, working. Should have tested that before. Kind of important. I need 12 volt here, and we have 12 volt up on the batteries. So we just need to come from the minus lead down to the one of these poles. There's no difference, and to the plus lead. And in between that, we want to have our switch. Click, click. There is actually a positive lead that goes down here to power this circuit over here, which I'm just gonna keep in. But there's another lead that I can just take up here and put right there, and then I can have the switch go from here and over to minus, and I'm gonna do that. So I found one of these thingies here that I'm gonna be putting on right there, and we're gonna clamp that on. I have another clamp thingy for that. This one, I don't think it's as good as Marcus's, so maybe we should check Marcus's if that will do it. Let's try that. Looks better. Definitely crimped on there now. So okay, so we are gonna put that on one of these there and tighten that. And I'm gonna do the same with these leads. Okay, this looks bloody complicated, but more or less we have the positive lead that comes from the positive, goes down here and is redirected. Oh, it goes down here through a fuse and it goes over here and it goes up to the solenoid, and then this goes up to the switch. This wire goes out to the switch, and then the switch comes back and it goes over to the minus, and I'm gonna be connecting the minus here. I have removed a little bit of insulation here and I'm gonna be soldering that on right there. This wire is just only long enough. It goes down there for some, well, I think I can still be able to use this as a kind of a 12 volt battery bank. This is a very nice lead acid, I think it's 17, is it 17 amp hours? I put a piece of tape on top of that. It's 13 amp hours. Okay, you haven't seen this yet, but I haven't done a whole video on it. You're gonna be seeing a whole video on this soldering iron here from Ryobi. And yeah, I'm just gonna be using that because it's damn easy to use that wherever you are. So let's just solder that connection here. Okay, that was about all I needed it for. So I'll put some tape on that. So now we're at a point where when I press this button, the solenoid will activate. And I should be able to spot weld with that. I'm sorry, the camera needed charging. So I have continued without you. You haven't missed much. I put this back together. It was a pain in the rear. Had to remove that metal thing. I think we saw that earlier. That didn't fit. But I used some hot. Ooh, that's still hot. Hot glue to make sure that the solenoid didn't move any. And now I found that this is really neat. Where this pump was before, I will be able to put the switch in there, and this still works, by the way. Sounds pretty cool also. So right now I've cut off these rather big and nice crocodile thingies that I'm probably gonna be able to use for something else. Maybe I'm gonna be putting on one of these electric connector or something. And the idea is that the leads will go in here, and then we'll have two pointy metal, which will be made out of copper, going down. We need to find some of those as well. But I will just mount this and we'll see what happens. This is kind of cheating. This is a really nice big thick cable, but inside, well, there's not as much copper as, well, there's still a lot of good copper, but it's not as thick as you would think. So you need to remove it now. There's a lot. Otherwise, good quality. No, there is a lot of rubber there anyway. And that goes in here, which we need to open first. Otherwise, it doesn't go in. I don't have to worry about short-circuiting these because as long as the solenoid is not activated, there is no power here. Which is pretty smart. There was power there before, so I have made this safer. Now we tighten that up. Cool. So far so good. I don't have any copper rod that is really big, so we're gonna have to work with what we have. These are only 2.5 millimeters. I'm gonna try and make a kind of a pointy thing here. Don't know if that's gonna work, but we're gonna try. Yeah, it's not working, so might as well not bother. But I'm gonna mount these here, there, and we're gonna tighten that up. Excited to see if this works. I have never tried this before. I have reached into the garbage and found some of the batteries that are most definitely dead. So we're just gonna make something crappy to try this out. I have also found some safety equipment. I have gloves, also found some glasses. Doesn't really matter, as long as you have your safety slippers on, then nothing can go wrong, right? I am expecting that it would be very awesome to mount this just like that. That would be very neat trick. So I think these has to go almost together. I think these are too long. I think we need them to be shorter. Yeah, all that filing and stuff, I could have not done that. There. So, get the punch together. Okay, zoom in. Let's see. I have not tried this before. We are doing this together. So, I should be able to hold this down and press here. Yeah. Oh, you didn't see that, did you? Yeah, we have a slight issue here. It works. A little too good. This is definitely soldered on there, so but it sticks to the But as long as it works, I guess we're good to go. That's pretty nice, isn't it? That didn't take long. I have also made sure that they don't come out of here. Oh, maybe they do. Yeah, they are on there really nice. So, can we pull them off again? Oh, we can. They're on, but they're not that far on. Maybe, does it need some more? I'll try that again. But it looks like it was okay. These might also need to be bigger, and it doesn't matter if they hit each other, as long as I don't push the solenoid. I think this is pretty cool. Okay, it's on there again. It's not gonna fall off, but yeah, my problem is that I think this is fun. I could of course start on the big battery, but that might be another video. So I can just extra pop these. When the copper gets a little bit used out here, it doesn't stick as well to the. So that's a good thing. I think I can take the gloves and the safety equipment off again. I'll just keep the safety slippers on, but everything else is cool. Just needs a very important little slit right here. Without blinking, I think we can call that a huge success. I do read your comments. I do check out the links and the videos that you send to me. Some of them, if you don't send too many. If there's a good explanation, you should go check this homemade DIY something. Well, I check it out, I reply, and I buy the parts so that I can build one myself. And this was really easy. I think I'm 2 hours in or something, and I had to film and charge the camera and stuff. This is pretty cool. So thank you very much for suggesting this, and thank you very much for watching my videos. Do subscribe to my channel so that you can see me again, and have a really nice day. Bye bye.